We never knew how good we had it. On one hand, Disney Junior, Disney XD, and Disney Channel shows used to just be on cable.
Probably from the cable company. We're getting the Disney Channel now. Merry Christmas.
Which my family never had because, good gracious, it was expensive. What's that? You want the Disney Channel, kids? Better cough up both your kidneys. So only the elite and wealthy middle class and upper class families could watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and whatever the heck these were supposed to be. Nowadays, yeah, Disney Plus or bust, basically. If it's not there or you don't want to sign your soul away to Disney, well, good luck. Or... which is a reference to watching Pirates of the Caribbean on Disney Plus, of course. What did you think this was? But sandwiched in between those two periods, magnifico.
Magnifico!
For a short 10 years, we had perfection, especially with a certain Disney app, which is going away. Snap. Seriously, the app boom period was magical, when every company was like, make me an app, Jeff, and get it to me by Monday. That's not how it works. Well, I'm the boss, which means if I want something by a specific day, I'll get it by a specific day, at any cost, because there's no unions, regulations, or restrictions on us overworking our underpaid employees. Oh, the good old days. This was like the early 2010s, arguably the best time in the history of the earth ever. Politics weren't ingrained in every fiber of our society.
Wrong.
Yeah, I could ask my parents for a Starbucks Frappuccino and it wouldn't be as expensive as dinner. Rent was somewhat affordable. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I assume it was. I wasn't old enough to be renting. Lego had the literal best sets ever, and they didn't cost your mortgage payment. And Tsum Tsums were the trendy toy, not whatever the heck these monstrosities are. And of course, smartphone apps were just becoming a big thing, meaning the greed of billion-dollar companies hadn't seeped into them yet. Angry Birds, Fruit Ninja, Jetpack Joyride, Tiny Death Star. Oh, how I miss you, Tiny Death Star. You will be missed. I didn't want this to be nostalgia-inducing, but did it work? Want to subscribe? But before we can talk about the apps we all love, including the best Disney app ever, we need to go back just a couple years when streaming was becoming a thing, which sets the stage for these beautiful apps that I'll talk about in a second. Everybody was starting to look for a more convenient way to watch movies, hence Netflix and their online library, which you could access through the World Wide Web, marking the start to streaming. This was actually kind of in response to piracy, because people wanted an easy way to watch their favorite movies and shows, and Netflix was like, we could make money off of that. Ironically, people pirate now because of stupid Netflix and their expensive... Anywho. And so they found out people were willing to pay for a legal alternative to sailing the seven seas. Netflix and Hulu launched apps for Xbox and Blu-ray players, which were trying to be the all-in-one device. Oh, and we had a Netflix disc. Not really sure what that's to do with anything, but isn't that interesting? Fast forward to the beautiful 2010s, this app and streaming thing started to take off. Like, a lot. I just did a little Google search, and the Google AI, which is totally reliable and never lies, says that Netflix's subscribers grew from 1.5 million in 2010 to 611 million by mid-2019. Don't mean to go backward, but Roku released their little streaming box in 2008 where you could watch your little Netflix and chill. Roku's a big one that helped popularize streaming apps on the TV. And to begin with, most of the apps were like, could you please connect your TV provider? In other words, cable. But streaming, like with Netflix and Hulu, you just had to have a subscription, and it wasn't too expensive, and hey, you didn't have ads. There. And the absolute peak of this era was when Disney made one of these, which quickly became my favorite. Let me introduce you to Disney Now. Maybe you don't realize how big of a deal this is or was. Disney content was the creme de la creme. Disney movies didn't just go on any channel or any app. Heck, Netflix only got a couple Disney movies here and there. And most of the time they were the new ones. And when I say new, I mean like 2 years after they hit theaters. These Gen Alpha kids do not know how long we had to wait for a Disney movie. And as for the shows, they were basically locked behind the disgusting and abhorrent cable channels. So Disney blessing the streets with Disney Channel, XD, and Junior shows was massive. Especially for me and my sisters who were very much invested in The Lion Guard, Miles from Tomorrowland, and Sophia the First. Hey, listen, boys could watch it too. It was a great show. It also has some crazy lore too. Might have to talk about that soon. Interesting. So yeah, on Disney Now, you could watch all of these shows. But there's a slight catch. You couldn't watch all the episodes right away. They filtered through them each Friday, which was also called Friday, which was so hype, I can't even explain how much joy Friday brought me.
Friday,
if you had cable, you could connect it and watch all of the episodes at once, which I think also meant you didn't have to use up space on your DVR. But if you were patient, which me and my sisters were, you could watch all of the episodes in a series for free without cable, which is how we watched The Lion Guard, Sophia the First, which then transitioned perfectly into Elaine of Avalor, I must say. So life was good. Some might be upset that if you for some reason missed a week, then you just missed a whole episode in a series, but that's why you gotta stay on top of it. Be ready on Friday. This was released as an app in the App Store and Google Play, but it was also on streaming boxes and TVs like Roku, meaning it was one of the first official Disney streaming apps on the big screen. Your big screen, not the actual big screen. Unless your big screen isn't really that big, then it's just a normal screen. Personally, I didn't have the mobile app for this back when it was in its prime. I only had it for like a day to play the games and record them, as you can see right here. Yep, that's me recording, Lion Guard games. Primarily, my sisters and I watched it on our family's TV, but there used to be games as well, so automatically it's more epic than Disney Plus. Here's a sample of some of the games that were on there that I was able to capture on the app. Sorry, I only captured gameplay for 2 Lion Guard games. Hey, I've got a whole Lion King channel, okay? Like, here's some others that existed. Wow, interesting. I wonder what those were like. When was this amazing, beautiful app released? In the year of our Lord 2017, about 2 years before Disney Plus. Wow, so it's 10 years old. Surely it's gonna stick around for a while. Well, here's the sad news. The app is dead. In September 2014, the Disney Now app was officially cut. What's that? There was an official announcement? Well, let's hear that.
As of September 23rd, 2024, the Disney Now app will no longer be available on mobile devices or connected TVs, but there are still plenty of ways you can continue watching your favorite Disney Now shows, specials, and more.
Visit DisneyNow.com, check with your TV provider, or stream on Disney+. For more information on Disney Now content, visit DisneyNow.com/help.
Yeah, clearly they did this so that people would subscribe to Disney Plus. But there's a happy ending here, folks. Disney Now lives on through the website. Yeah, it seems Disney forgot to shut the website down. Actually, I don't think they forgot about it. It's still being updated pretty frequently with recent shows like Bluey and the new Sophia the First. And I'm gonna be honest, those are the only ones that I can think of. Oh, and Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus. Yeah, no, let's just stick to Bluey and Sophia the First. For some reason or another, Disney feels obligated to leave at least some trace of this for now. See what I did there? Disney Now? Never mind. However, I think it could have something to do with cable, because there's still a whole section of the website dedicated to connecting to cable, and there's still a good chunk of content that is locked for those who have cable. And honestly, I think that's kind of who it was geared towards. People who have cable. Also, the fact that they shut the games down makes me think that they're trying to have this website be as low maintenance as possible. But it's amazing that this is still up. At least the website is. And with Disney slowly trying to switch Disney Plus into the all-in-one app, it's only a matter of time before they'll shut down Disney Now. So enjoy the time we have with it. Cherish it, love it, and care for... Okay, that's too far. And this wasn't the only app that allowed you to watch your favorite cartoons for free. In fact, this one is still up and running. If you want to see what that is, be sure to subscribe. Or click the video that just popped up on screen if it's already out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you there.